What is up, you guys? We'll go back to another one. If you're new to the channel, I am Gold Pony. Gold Pony Crypto. Been a while. I'm back. In today's video, I'm going to be going over why I believe, at least, the VVS Miner Mole NFT Collection is going to be the #1 NFT collection on Cronos in 2024, so this upcoming year. So, and for anybody who was wondering, yes, the NFT community is going to come back, and they are going to come back with a force, and they're going to go absolutely nuts, kind of like the Mad Meerkat collection did in the previous bull run. If you guys will remember, they started out right around 400 Crow, and they went up to a floor price of 16,000 Crow for a Crow Mad Meerkat. That was absolutely ridiculous, and that's what I kind of believe that the VVS Miner Mole collection is going to be for this next bull run. So I'll just put it that way. So in this video, I'm going to be going over where you can go ahead and purchase a VVS Miner Mole. I'm also going to be going over the 4 main utility benefits to the VVS Miner Mole collection, and I'm going to be going over what I believe that floor price is going to hit come this next bull run for the VVS Miner Mole. So before we get started, nothing in this video should be considered financial advice. Always do your own research. I can't emphasize that enough. I'm just a guy with the camera, just like you could have. So always doing your own research. And having said that, let's go ahead and get started. First, let me start off with what the VVS Miner Mole collection actually is. It is a collection of 10,000 different profile picture NFTs. It has over 100 hand-drawn traits, and no 2 NFTs are alike. And then just like the Mad Meerkat collection was kind of used for the MMF decks, the VVS Miner Mole collection is being used for the VVS Finance decks, which by the way is the #1 decks right now on Cronos by total value locked. And so before I get into the actual utility, let me go ahead and cover the rarity for these Miner Moles first. So they're essentially broken down into 5 different rarity levels. 1 through 60 are going to be your legendaries. Then there is rank 61 to 245. Those are going to be your epics. 246 to 1543 are going to be the rares. 1544 to 4424 are going to be the specials. And then the remainder, obviously, are going to be the commons. Next, I wanted to quickly cover where you can go ahead and pick up one of these Miner Mole NFTs. Of course, you're going to need a decentralized wallet, whether that be MetaMask or my personal favorite, the Crypto.com DeFi wallet. Once you are in one of those wallets, you're going to go ahead and head to the NFT marketplace of your choice. Essentially, there are 2 of them that sell these VVS Miner Moles, at least on the Cronos chain. That is going to be the Minted Network, which is the one you probably want to purchase at least this specific NFT collection on because they are partnered with them. I'll get more into that in a second. Or Abyssus Bay, which is just as reputable and has actually been around for longer than Minted Network, but either one is perfectly fine. So now let's go ahead and touch on the 4 main utility benefits of the VVS Miner Mole collection. And there are more than 4, by the way. I'm just covering my personal favorite 4. So the first one is going to be you do get a boost if you were to utilize the VVS Finance's farms on their decks. So take, for example, the Crow VVS farm. That one is currently putting out approximately 60% if and only if you are fully utilizing the VVS Miner Moles. So you can actually stake them within their decks, and that will boost those farm yields for you. Then there is also a VVS VNO farm I wanted to mention, just because that one puts out 75% interest, again, if you are utilizing the VVS Miner Mole collection. And they do have plenty of farms available, of course, besides just those 2, and they are constantly adding new tokens to their decks as well. And that kind of leads me into IGOs, which isn't one of my main 4 as far as utility benefits, but if you do own a VVS Miner Mole, a lot of times you will get the privilege of actually being able to participate in upcoming IGOs, aka initial gem offerings, within the VVS Finance decks when they want to list a new token. So that is yet another benefit to owning a VVS Miner Mole. Next utility benefit I wanted to mention is the actual staking. And so this is going to be within the Minted Network. So this is what I was kind of alluding to. They kind of have a partnership going on. They were both kind of incubated through Cronos Labs. So perhaps that got them the connection. I don't know. But if you were to go to Minted Network, and then if you were to go to staking, right now you can stake your VVS Miner Moles. You can earn a good bit of Corgi AI, which is currently the reward token that is being paid out for staking your VVS Miner Moles. And then after you get that Corgi AI, you have the option to do plenty of different things with it. You could stake it and even earn more of that Corgi AI, or you can go back to the VVS decks and you could simply swap it into Crow or USDC, or swap it into another VVS Miner Mole NFT if you wanted to as well. Next added utility I wanted to mention is the Minted Network listing rewards. And so Minted Network is pretty cool when it comes to the listing rewards. Essentially, you take a look at the floor price, which right now I believe the floor price for the Miner Mole collection is approximately 2,200 Crow. And then if you were to lift that a little bit less than half of that floor price, you can earn daily rewards in the form of MTD, which is Minted Network's native token. So that is essentially another form of staking, although you're not technically staking because you are listing your Miner Moles. They could be sold, But in the process of waiting for them to be sold, listing them at a higher price, you actually still do get paid out in that minted token, which is pretty cool. And actually, when you buy and sell NFTs on Minted Network, you also get a little bit of minted token in return as well. And then the very last utility benefit, at least, I wanted to mention about the Miner Mole Collection is their VVS Gacha Game, which I am a huge fan of, and you do see them constantly pitching this at different NFT events across the world when they attend, because they have all kinds of VVS Gacha merch, including t-shirts, water bottles, things like that. So VVS, if you're watching this, please create an online store. I would love some VVS Gacha merch personally myself. So anyways, that aside, the Gacha Game is actually pretty fun. And so essentially you stake your VVS Miner Moles within their app, and then you got to remember every single day at approximately 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, at least. I know that's for me because I'm on the Eastern time zone, but they will need to be fed. And so right after that, make sure you feed them, but you also do need to clean them as well. If you don't clean them, their health will diminish. And now the ultimate goal is to have 100 health, which is perfect health. And why do you want 100 health? Because every now and then they'll host some pretty epic competitions, and the rewards are pretty substantial. I'm not just talking about you'll get $1 or $2 worth of some token. I'm talking about last time they did a competition, they gave away 1 VVS Miner Mole per weekday for an entire month. And again, VVS Miner Moles are approximately 2,200 Crow right now, so you can do the math for whatever the price of Crow is right now, but that's a pretty substantial amount. But here's the kicker, your Miner Mole was entered into a contest only if you had that 100 perfect health. If you didn't, you weren't eligible for that contest. So make sure your Miner Mole is of that perfect health. That is definitely of the importance, because I do believe they're probably going to be hosting another competition for their anniversary, which will be coming up next month, which coincidentally is the same date as they're having the VVS token halves every single year in November, which should help spark the price a little bit as well, in my personal opinion, not financial advice. The other thing within that VVS Gacha game is a game called Mole Dash, which I have played plenty of times before. I'll try to throw some screenshots or screen videos on the screen here for you. I said screen too many times, I'm sorry, but essentially just jump up and down. It's kind of like an old school Nintendo game, but that actually helps boost your experience points for your Miner Mole, which again will pay off later down the line. And so overall, these are some of the reasons why I do believe the VVS Miner Mole Collection is going to absolutely crush it in this next bull run here coming up. The other thing is VVS is an insanely secure DEX, one of the most secure. I remember reading an article when it first came out with the auditing team saying that they had an eye-watering bug bounty program. I specifically remember that because I believe it was like $1.2 million for a critical bug or something like that. I could be wrong on that number, but it was something insane. And they put eye-watering maybe to convey the point that they have a much higher bug bounty program than the typical DEX that they are used to auditing. So that makes me trust them. And again, the halving is coming up in November here of 2023, and then again in November of 2024, of course. So all of these reasons lead me to believe that the VVS Miner Mole Collection has the opportunity to be the #1 NFT collection of 2024. Let me know what you guys think of the Miner Moles in the comment section below. But that is about it for this one, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to follow me on social media at the bottom of the screen. If you want to see different cryptocurrency updates, be sure to hit the subscribe to the bell notification button if you're into crypto.com, Crow, and Cronos, because that is what we do here on this channel after all. Do appreciate you guys watching more than you know, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Stay gold.